Hello everyone, welcome to Explore ORZ. So today, we will share the smallest country in the world. Number 10 is Malta. In southern Europe, Malta is a small island country. Among the Maltese islands are Gozo, Camino, and the main island of Malta, which form the country's territorial unit. It is one of the world's most densely inhabited countries, with a population of more than 450,000 people living in this little nation. Malta's sunny climate, beautiful beaches, fascinating history, and exciting nightlife draw visitors from all over the world. Malta, which has an area of 316 km², is thought to be one of the world's smallest countries. Number 9 is the Maldives. In terms of both land area and population, the Maldives is Asia's tiniest country. One of the most dispersed countries on Earth, it has more than 1,192 coral islands spread over 90,000 square miles. As a result, the country was ruled by the Portuguese, Dutch, and British before becoming a sovereign state in 1965. With its white sand beaches and crystal clear oceans, the Maldives is a popular tourist destination today. The Maldives is the 9th smallest country in the world, with a total land size of 297.8 square kilometers. Number 8 is St. Kitts and Nevis. With a total size of 261 square kilometers, it is one of the world's smallest countries. In 1983, it became a sovereign state after being granted independence from the United Kingdom. Between Puerto Rico and Trinidad and Tobago, it's the smallest country in the Americas in terms of both size and population. On the basis of tourism, agriculture, and small-scale manufacturing, the island's economy, it's also a great place to dive because of the quantity of marine life. For generations, they have been one of the world's leading sugar exporters. Major plantation estates on the islands have been transformed into luxurious hotels and resorts. Number 7 is Marshall Islands. The Marshall Islands are a group of atolls in the Pacific Ocean, midway between the Hawaiian Islands of the United States and the continent of Australia. It's a part of Micronesia, after all. Previously managed by the United States as a trust territory of the Pacific Islands, this little nation earned its independence in 1986. Their proximity to the equator and the international date line adds to the convenience of their location. The area surrounding the islands is incredibly biodiversity and includes more than 800 species of fish and 160 of coral. Many ships have sunk in the waters surrounding the Marshall Islands. There are 58,500 people living on these islands, which cover an area of about 181 square kilometers. The Marshall Islands are supported by the United States, and the United States is in charge of the area's security and defense. While the region was being used as a military base and missile test site, these islands, too, are being swallowed up by the water, much like Tuvalu. Number 6 is Liechtenstein. Between Austria and Switzerland, Liechtenstein covers about 160 square kilometers. The Liechtenstein family, descended from the Liechtenstein Castle in Lower Austria, purchased the independent country in 1719, and formed the principality. From World War I and World War II onward, the country did not participate in any conflict. The monarchy of Liechtenstein is hereditary and constitutional. However, the country's day-to-day affairs are handled by the country's prime minister. Historically, Liechtenstein was part of Austria, but after the fall of the Austrian-Hungarian Empire, it has become part of Switzerland. Because it used to be a tax refuge for the wealthy, the principality now ranks among the world's most prosperous nations. Today, its primary focus is on banking and financial services. Number 5 is San Marino. There are 61 square kilometers of land in San Marino. The country itself is a surviving vestige of the ancient city-state structure that gave rise to Renaissance Genoa in the 15th and 16th centuries. The Borgia's historic invasions haven't fazed this little but proud town. Souvenir shops are a big draw in this landlocked micronation, and they help you remember your vacation. It's hard to believe that this lovely country has been there for so long, but it still has a curious yearning for closeness and soul. Number 4 is Tuvalu. There are 9 lovely islands that form Tuvalu, which has a total area of 29 square kilometers. Coral reefs cover the majority of the country, illuminating the island's tremendously diverse flora and fauna. Visitors love to go snorkeling and scuba diving. The traditional national handicrafts can be purchased in the country's capital city. However, Funafuti Lagoon, a 14-mile-long expanse of water, is the country's most popular tourist attraction. This tiny country has a lot to offer visitors, and it's worth a look. Number 3 is Nauru. Nauru is a coral island located just 25 miles south of the equator in the southwest Pacific Ocean. Nauru is a small country of 21 square kilometers. It has a population of between 12,000 and 13,000 people, many of whom are indigenous. One of the most westernized islands in the South Pacific, Nauru has a Christian population of around 4/5 of the population. In the early 20th century, Nauru's economy was dominated by phosphate mining operations, which were controlled by the United Kingdom, New Zealand, and Australia within its borders. Nauru imports almost all of its manufactured goods, food, and even water. Phosphate is the only commodity they export. Number 2 is Monaco. On the French Riviera, Monaco is a sovereign principality that borders the Mediterranean Sea. The Mediterranean is on its eastern coast, and France completely encircles Monaco on land. Monaco is renowned as a tax haven for the wealthy and is geographically so small that it only covers 202 hectares, or less than 1 square mile. Tourism is its main source of income, and visitors swarm to its neighborhoods to partake in its world-famous casinos, relax on its opulent beaches, go boating, and watch motor racing competitions like the Grand Prix de Monaco. The nation, which is governed by Prince Albert Alexander Louis Pierre Grimaldi, also known as Prince Albert II, has robust banking, real estate, and finance industries. Since the late 1200s, the Grimaldi family has intermittently controlled Monaco. Number 1 is Vatican City. The Vatican City is so tiny that its area cannot be measured in kilometers. Over 110 hectares, the Vatican City is located. The smallest nation, hidden inside Rome, also seems to be one of the most well-liked nations. It is mighty, nevertheless, as it has arguably the greatest religious influence. It serves as the spiritual hub of the Roman Catholic Church and the residence of the Pope. The Holy See, often known as Vatican City, is a fortified section of Rome, the capital city of Italy. The Lateran Treaty with Italy gave the tiny nation its formal birth in 1929. It has an ecclesiastical form of government, and the Pope is actually its head of state. By choice, Vatican City has opted out of membership in the UN. Thanks for watching our video. If you like our video, remember to help us like and share. If you have yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, remember to click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon, so you will be able to receive the notification when we launch a new video. See you in our next video.